Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're underway. Drogba becomes the latest member of the 300 club. Another feather in his cap in what has become a fine career.
Well, Peter, he has been the servant who keeps on giving to this team. You don't get to do what he has without a dedication and motivation that simply never wavers.
And he plays one through. Batistuta! It's loose and it's roll! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
South Africa finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well, that looks a good ball through. It's a promising position. Incoming delivery. And the shot! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now, can they get him away? Messi. And he's had it nicked away. Well, he's ended up in no man's land. Van der Vaart. Chiellini gets good distance on it. Threads one in. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Aims beyond the defence, and he plays one through.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Pass somewhat off target. And here's Xabi Alonso. Great vision. Now it's Messi. Drogba. Drogba! This is Drogba. It's Drogba! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Well, there's the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Batistuta. And it's Neymar. And reclaimed it in a trice. Chiellini calmly anticipates.
South Africa are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Rising over the bar.
Xabi Alonso will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it? How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Here's a shot. Batistuta! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
South Africa has the chance to go the other way. Roll, cuts out the pass. Maradona.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they win it back again. And here's Drogba. He's tried one! And he comes up trumps again.
Neymar, really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
Corner number 2 then. Rijkaard can get it clear. Taken back almost at once. Maradona. It's a goal kick. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Back into the middle. And this is Batistuta. Carvajal, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. He's shifting through the gears here. Shot a goal! They've scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they want another.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. South Africa grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Looking for the run, and the through ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he cuts out the supply. And it's made its way to him. Out to the right. That has not gone well. Xavi Alonso. Always onto this. That's a decent clearance. And this is Batistuta. Tries a shot! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
And we come to you now.
So there was the first half.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
South Africa are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Takes aim and crosses. And that was very necessary.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed.
Here's a shot! Fantastic from Van der Vaart!
Surprise, surprise. Who else? The ideal time and the ideal man to do it. This is going to liven up the second half.
He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
South Africa go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Gets into some space. Batistuta. Van der Vaart. Oh, easy pickings there. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. He's a sharp little ball here. Face to face with the chance, surely! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. Big header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, this looks sharp. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a little off target. Raul. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And it's Xabi Alonso. And Batistuta! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Substitution for South Africa. Number 23.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 15. Didier
Well
Drogba.
played. That has snuffed out the
6,
danger.
Maradona. Coming on
Raul
the field.
looking to add to his
Number
goal.
18.
Played through for him.
Nakamura. Number 97.
And that has been clubbed away.
Number 25.
Now it's Messi.
Substitutions taking
Chiellini
place.
spots it and intercepts. Lovely pass, but chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Robertson. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And this is... Oh, he's been caught napping! Nakamura. Nicked it back promptly.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That is good alertness. Knocks it into space. That has been cut short. Now, can they get him away? Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
South Africa go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. And this is Batistuta. Nakamura. Played back in. Now it's come to nothing. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he shoots! He's got a goal! And what a climax we have here! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution for South Africa. Number 22, Riker.
Both sides then
Number
taking this
3,
chance to turn to their benches.
Beckenbauer.
We have
Coming
got
on the
ourselves a
field,
game here.
Number 19.
Great ball if he can get there. It's
Number
Aubameyang.
4.
Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! They have stolen level at the last! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Aubameyang. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pinches it off him. Threads one in. Tries to pass it through. Saliba cuts it out. That's that, the end. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the cards. So, overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then.
Well, look, it's going to be a very hard job to make sure that the lone man up front doesn't get isolated.
Well, that is the obvious worry, isn't it?
Yeah, usually managers play a compact midfield when trying not to give away space, but it gives you little scope when trying to create and exploit space yourself.
So emphasis very much on defence.
Absolutely.
And this is Neymar, looking for options for movement. Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
For me, Peter, Albert Ferrer was one of the very best defenders of the 1990s.
And of course he played in that most famous of all Catalan dream teams.
Yeah, not one of its most glamorous members maybe, but definitely one of the most important.
Rafinha. Alvarez. Threads one in. Davids. Raul. Harrison spots it and intercepts. Roll! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Cafu promptly onto that, and that is that. It's a searching pass. He's in a good position here. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he was quick to react. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It's just beyond his reach. He's gone for goal! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
South Africa with the corner. They're first. He will be livid with himself. Rafinha. Valverde hurtling down that right flank. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Still goalless at the moment. Nakamura can see things others simply cannot. He's having a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Just off target.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Ah, he's given it away. Davids. Now it's Raul. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Raul. There's the header! Balde gets it clear. Just eases him off the ball. Rafinha. Ambitious ball here. Chips it through. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And Marmouche! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Marmoush deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Albert Ferrer gets over and intercepts. Probing pass. And no, that was never going to make it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Messi has it out wide and in space. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. South Africa presented with a golden opportunity here. So the would-be breakthrough moment. Never any doubt. Not much more than a formality.
It reached its target, but it was almost stopped from maybe good goalkeeping homework.
Gol per il Sudafrica. Ha segnato al 40° minuto numero 10. Messi!
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Now it's Neymar, played out towards the right wing. Albert Ferrer. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. He's a sharp little ball here. Can he get onto this?
Il quarto uomo indica 2
That's
minuti
a
di
throw.
recupero.
And the shot! Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. De Jong. Valverde. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, every now and again we get a bit lucky, Peter, don't we? And this is an absolute treat. A tremendous spectacle for the neutrals, but a bit of a nightmare for the fans and two managers.
South Africa are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
That has ended up in no man's land. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good spread. Looking to go deep. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
And that has put paid to that. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Oh, it's come loose.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Tries to pass it. Marmoush! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Marmoush has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
South Africa clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Rafinha, that is good alertness. Not the most accurate pass. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
He's tried one! Rijkaard is the team's... He's having a go! It's a loose ball. And they've got rid. Rijkaard is there to clear.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20, numero 22, numero 4.
Nakamura.
Lasciano il campo per il numero
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
boys, it's just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of...
Great chance! And it's a goal! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Haaland really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Can he get it through? Bebeto. Very nicely done. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Messi gets into... Messi! Oh, that was no routine save.
Messi is offering a right smile there.
Now it's Messi. And here's Neymar. Messi. Showing good feet. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Messi. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Haaland. It's played through for him. Bebeto hit, and Bebeto! That's really well cleared. Good effort from distance. Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And now a sudden chance to counter. This looks promising. Nicely weighted ball. And he cuts out the supply. Alexander-Arnold. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left...
Mohamed Salah! And that has been clubbed away. Tries to pass it through. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And this is Neymar. Takes a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. That has been knocked clear. Madrid are looking to go forward now. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Messi looking to run onto it. Now it's Haaland. Oh, good spread. Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's managed to get free. It's Luke. Oh, what has happened here? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Neymar. Neymar! Oh, it's come off the upright. Stood up well to him there. Hit into the middle. And it's claimed by the keeper. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. He's found a way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Oh, what's he done? And the finish! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. That's a lovely, neat pass. Bebeto providing an outlet on that flank. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Vardiol. And it's Azar.
There will be 1 minute.
Can he get on the end of this? Nice interception, well timed. Ruben Neves. Oh, easy pickings there. And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
South Africa, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And we're off again.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did.
He rises! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Xavi Alonso to Messi. Tries to play it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries a shot! And again the keeper stands strong.
Mohamed Salah really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
Messi goes short. South Africa have the chance to go the other way. Shot a goal! And here's Azar. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Messi. Beckham. Messi. Oh, that was vital. South Africa are ahead here by what is still the only goal. And it's Beckham. Goes for the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Beckham really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 3 coming up. And the keeper beats it away. Played into the middle. And Dijk attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball.
Face to face, and the shot! Really well taken goal. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Madrid grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Oh, that was close. Haaland. South Africa looking to pass their way through. And that has been cleared. Great vision. Oh, that's well spotted. Knocks it into space. Now it's Messi. Now this could be a chance. Big chance! That's a half-decent try. Madrid have their second corner now, and it's been taken short. South Africa have the chance to go the other way. Neymar picks it up out wide. He is through here. Overhit and out of play. Vardiol. Xavi Alonso. Passing is crisp and sharp. Beckenbauer. Beckham. And here's Haaland. Has a shot! It's a loose ball. In he goes again. He has done it! And they get themselves in front! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
South Africa go into the lead. Shock, and the shot! He's scored! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
This is quite a battle.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Shot, surely! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? It's a good spell of possession, this.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Pass somewhat off target. Vardiol is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
It's a promising position, and he was alert to it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's cut it out.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Substitution for South Africa. Number 5, Erling Haaland. Number 20, Neymar. Number 17.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Number 22.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Number 14, Beckham.
Well
Coming
timed,
on the
excellent
field,
interception.
Number 15, Didier
Threads one in. And this is Messi. Messi's cross.
Number 25, number 23, Rafael Varane.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Substitution in progress. 4 added minutes has
Terrific
been
header.
indicated.
Harmlessly behind. Ended up in no man's land. Davids looking for the run. Upamecano spots it and intercepts. So that's it. It is all over. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
South Africa can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Well, we're on the way. Khan becomes the latest member of the 300 club. Another feather in his cap in what has become a fine career.
Well, Peter, I can't attest to this personally, not having made it to that.
Great chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Now it's Yamal. Nice looking ball. Dink through. Dani Olmo receives it in a good position here. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Played into space out wide. Foot in. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Kokchu. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's a really well-measured ball. Pass somewhat off target. And it's played forward. Yamal, Dani Olmo. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Shot a goal! Goal! Manchester United! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Messi has it out wide and in space.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Kokchu could move up a gear here. Plays a sharp little ball here. Mbappe, can he finish? Oh, taken with style. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
After 15 minutes is number 7.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Well, that looks a decent ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Dani Olmo, Manchester United are looking to break at pace. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Played out to the right. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Pedri will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Tries to play it through. Kokchu in with the challenge. Mbappe looking understandably energised after his goal. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh no, this does not look good. Delivery from climbs up big. It's in. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Great vision. Cafu. Pedri. Neymar. Half an hour played now. And it's Pedri. Look at it, takes a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Quite a thriller this one's become.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is crack.
Damn it! That is decidedly lacking.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Played back in, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is missed.
Chance for a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And here's Yamal. No, he's just misjudged that one. That's good play. Plays it across. And that has been... And a chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Nicely weighted ball. Messi.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Can he get it through? Can he spark a counter here? Looking for the run. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's aimed into the middle. Adams is there, and he can... Big chance! And the first half is done. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
And if you do have a chance today,
Terrific
please take
half,
some time
4
out to
goals
give your
split
support to
evenly,
our better
beautifully
stadium
set up
fund.
for the second period to follow. Second period then underway. Now it's Danny Olmo. Threads one in. Now this could be a chance. Real chance! They've scored!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Manchester United take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball.
He's got to goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
South Africa with the corner. They're first. Gets his head on it! That has been knocked clear. And the shot! Volleyed effort.
Davids really needed everything to come together then at the precise moment. Not easy.
Now it's Pedri. Oh, super find. And the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
South Africa are looking to go forward now. He's picked his way through. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And this is Messi.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's an imaginative pass. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Substitution in progress.
He'll fancy himself from here. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Yamal! That was travelling. Rijkaard. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Neymar. Nice. Up he goes! And he has kicked it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
And smartly reclaimed.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
He's had a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Roberto Baggio. Header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri. South Africa still have the cards to affect this game. Can he get on the end of this? Cafu. And it's Messi. And Messi! That's really well cleared. Cannavaro. Ah, he's given it away. Chance! He has done it! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Chance! Harmlessly behind.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Davids gathers from the goal kick. Yamal has been caught there. It's a foul. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and
there's the shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here! And this is Neymar. Big chance, corner. So, third corner of the game. And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Villa. Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Kukchu purring through the gears. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Crosses it in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Pedri. Looking for options for movement.
There will be
Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Neymar has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And it's made its way to him. And the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So,
Number
time for changes
19,
on both sides,
Joao.
actually.
Number 15, David Villa. Number 13, Danny Olmo. Number 22,
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes.
Number 7,
And this is Shevchenko.
Number 21,
Knocks it into
Robert
space.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That looks a good ball through.
Number 8, Raul. Substitution.
Cafu drives it in. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Neymar taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match,
And a quick
and deservedly
reminder
so.
today, everybody, to make sure to put any litter
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Thank
Yeah,
you
this
for your
looked the most
cooperation.
likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
South Africa against South Africa.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then.
I'll be interested to see where Veron is deployed.
So what are you thinking?
Well, I prefer him in a deeper position because he can...
And they're on! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. South Africa are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, that's fabulous. In it comes. And he's had a hit. That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
South Africa with the corner. They're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Tries to pass it through. He won't be happy with that one. And this is Messi. That is lovely. The referee has given a corner. It's their second corner of the game. He slid in and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. South Africa have the chance to go the other way. Oh, important interception. Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Keeper has taken decisive action. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. South Africa are looking to go forward now. Somewhat off target. Looking for options for movement. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Hakimi, now the cross, chance! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
South Africa are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Good read, needed to be. That has not gone well.
South Africa really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Well, they've got it again. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Neymar. And there's green grass ahead of him. He has found the way through. Cruyff.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. That's been cut out, well played. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, easy pickings there. Kaka is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And it's made sure that's not getting through. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, but it's a mighty effort! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Nicely spread. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Kaka. And it's Cruyff. Ambitious ball here. It's a pretty loose pass. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And it's played in. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Hakimi, who's set up one goal so far. Ronaldinho. So what can they make of this? Oh, perfectly measured that. He's found the way, chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better chance than that, Peter. That is disappointing.
Hakimi, nicely shaped ball. Oh, that was vital. Oh, super ball! Adriano! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that's aimed into... Oh, smashing header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Now it's Messi.
Added time.
Floated through. And the finish! And that is doing no harm at all.
South Africa really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Back in possession and ready to go again. Threads one in. Garon. And he's whipped. Terrific header! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. The movement so precise. And there's the end of the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Hello attendees, this is a Lost Children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information center?
And the second half gets underway.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Zanetti was alert to the possibilities. He's having a go! And that tested the keeper.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
He is through here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Zanetti has ended up in no man's land. Zanetti is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Can he get it through? Messi gets into some space. Goes for a shot! So their fourth corner of the game. A real chance! He's got a goal! They're back within reach!
Well, look, that first touch and finish is the difference between good players and great players. There aren't too many about who can give you that. I loved it.
After 58 minutes is number 25.
So is this the start of a comeback? Driving on and making good progress. He's got away. Now, oh, shooting chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Ronaldinho. Rijkaard. Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, sweet feet. Ball driven towards the far post. Neymar is flagged offside. Neymar in acres of space out wide. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Adriano. Now it's Kaká. Looking for the run. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Zanetti. Now Kaká. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, this looks sharp. Rijkaard cuts it out. Looking for a runner. And he cuts out the supply. Now, can they get him away? The most accurate pass.
Substitution for South Africa. Number 11, Adriano. Number 23, Haran. Coming on the field, number
Hakimi.
18, Dennis
Cafu
Law.
spots it
Number
and
22,
intercepts.
Tonali.
Ronaldinho. Just about up to 75 minutes. And this is Neymar. Kaka. Looking to play him in. That is good alertness. Lofted upfield. Has a look and plays it forward. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, that pass isn't the best. It's Ronaldinho! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Substitution for South Africa. Number
Both
6.
sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on the field is number 20, Dembele. Substitution in progress.
Nicely weighted ball. No, that's been intercepted. Belletti. And the pass is intercepted. Cruyff. Brilliantly cut out. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Zanetti. That has ended up in no man's land. Now that looks a decent ball. He saw the dent. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
The chance to... Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Mbappe. Drogba. Decent chance! Just 5 minutes remaining now. Cruyff. And it's Hakimi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Drogba. It's come to nothing. Hakimi. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Aims beyond the defence. Knocks it into space. And he's there to make the challenge.
Substitution for South Africa. Number 10, Johan Cruyff. Number 4, Hakimi. Coming on the field, number 17, Raphael Leão. Number 2, Cafu.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Probing pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Belletti. Tries to play it through, and he welcomes it in. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. It's there! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
Hello everybody, and this is a quick
How would you
reminder to
summarise
let you
what we've
know
seen
that you'll
today
be
then,
able to
Jim?
catch today's
One-sided
match
and
broadcast
only
live
one
on
winner,
our
Peter.
club's
The
FM
players
station.
didn't show enough togetherness, and it was weak throughout.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Has a shot! Oh, crossbar!
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And this is Maradona. Flashes it. Oh, smashing header! And for a moment, time stood still. Yaya Toure. Van Dijk. Out to the right. Played back in. Oh, that was vital. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing.
Shoots! Goal! And South Africa take the lead. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Neymar really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
Camisa 20.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And it's Thiago. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Solar. Cafu.
Well, that kind of touch usually leads to a mouthful from several angles.
Rijkaard, very much a man of this moment. Will play through for the wide man. Oh, that's delightful. He's picked his way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
No, that's been intercepted.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Searching pass he's played there. That's beautifully weighted. And this is Zola. Chance! And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Can he get it through? It's a promising position. Messi. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Oh, good spread. Thiago is always looking to break lines. Tries to pass it through. Botafogo applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Cafu. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And it's Thiago. Cafu. Thiago has found the net here, of course. Kvaratskhelia. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Zola will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Goes for the shot! And he's done very well to deal with it.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
Now, can they get him away? Cafu gets into a good position. Messi. Oh, that's nice. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Now it's Haaland. He's tried one! Well, decent chance! And that wasn't far away. No, he's not getting past him there. Kvaratskhelia is someone with real dynamite. Oh, shooting chance! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. And we are up to the break.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. South Africa kick off the second half. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Haaland. Haaland! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 3 coming up. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. He's having a go! Sensational from Haaland! About as smooth as it gets! And they've got their lead back. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
South Africa go into the lead. He's having a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Cafu made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Maradona with the delivery.
That's just playing it safe and simple. South Africa are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
It's a pretty loose pass. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, played right into his path. Casillas breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And that is as far as they're going to go. And he's managed to get free. Botafogo can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And here's Cruyff. That's a good ball out wide.
Botafogo really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And this is Zola. Oh, that's neat. Picked out, shapes to shoot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Brilliantly cut out. Thiago is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
South Africa clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper.
South Africa surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Solar. Cafu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Goes for a shot! He scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Voluntários de cada bloco dirijam-se à sala de pessoal imediatamente.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Vibrant and vivacious, there is a genuine appetite for the game here, retaining, as it does this stadium, the spirit of the grand old ground they left behind a mile away. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So Jim, oh, what a climb! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's going for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Davids can get it clear. South Africa have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's a key interception. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Hakimi. Rafinha. Oh, this is a very good run. Beckenbauer cuts it out. Belletti. Van der Vaart. Rodri spots it and intercepts. And it's Neymar. And he's let fly! Oh, he's been caught on it here! Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Haaland. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Hakimi. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now.
Takes a shot! And that's off target.
Lewandowski probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now that's well seen too. Looking for the run. Now it's Maradona. Neither of these two want to come off second best. De Gea gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Now it's Rafinha. He's beaten the last man! Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. He'll fancy himself from here, and a great opportunity to open the scoring here. Lewandowski! Has a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Rodri picks it up from the goal kick. Cafu. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Messi! That is some save from De Gea! Davids, foot in. Fiore. There he goes, motoring forward. Lewandowski. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Has a look up and drives it forward. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Messi. And he's had it nicked away. Mendes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Pino. Davids. Chance, surely! Now that looks a decent... Big chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Van der Vaart. He's having a go. And that wasn't far away.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Great vision. Messi, he has found the way through. He rises! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Nuno Mendes. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Aimed beyond the defence. And here's Lewandowski. It's a really well-measured ball. Lewandowski showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball. And a chance!
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Messi has it out wide and in space. Great chance! And it's a goal! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
South Africa are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Rafinha, good strong midfield running here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, and that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Haaland. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. South Africa have themselves a chance from the spot. De Gea looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. That is some save from De Gea. And that's definitely not his best. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands. So, no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
South Africa can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
South Africa definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
It is a corner. Gets his head on it! He's done very well to get to that.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
South Africa have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Rafinha. Can he latch on to this? Yamal. Yamal's cross. Rijkaard gets it away. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Played out to the right. And he cuts out the supply. Maradona. And there's green grass ahead of him. Cannavaro robs him of possession. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was
tries from a long way out. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And this is Messi. And he's quick to snatch it back. Messi. And Messi!
The attendance for this match was 60,332.
Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Nuno Mendes. Over to the left, and it's Mendes. Tino. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Rafinha. Distributed tidily. An instinctive delivery. Beckenbauer tries to clear. Played it again. Cafu getting this one clear.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
It's a goal kick. No way through there. And here's Pino. Pino! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Fiore. South Africa leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. That's an imaginative pass. Rafinha. Now Fiore. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Maradona. Oh, what has happened here?
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Substitution for Botafogo. Number 8, Rafinha. Number 11,
Davids.
Fiore. Number
Now it's
7,
Haaland. Haaland
Pino.
is fouled.
Coming on
This
the
could
field,
spell real
number
trouble. We know he
18,
has already been
Dani
booked.
Olmo. Number 22, De Bruyne. Number 23, Neymar.
Nuno Mendes. And he's managed to get free. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Now it's Neymar.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
South Africa ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Played back in. Now there's a fine ball.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Substitution.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Back into the middle. Oh, no joy this time. There's the header! It's there! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
This looks promising. Oh, important interception.
Indicated.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. He's found a way through. Bebeto. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Now it's Yamal. Belletti. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that is as far as it goes. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither willing to give in. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about it.
noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
South Africa against Arsenal.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Pepe may well need to be at his best. There's a power about his game thanks to very decent pace for him.
Neymar! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Pass somewhat off target. Davids promptly onto that, and that is that. Opportunity for Arsenal to break. He has found the way through. It's played through for him. Good ball, good take. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. That's rather hopeful. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Scholes. Neymar tries to pass it through. Chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. And that was nowhere near his best. Couldn't squeeze it through. And this is Cruyff. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Neymar. He could be in here. He's shooting chance! They've done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
South Africa are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And now they can spring out of defence. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. South Africa have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Now it's Cruyff. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And Cruyff!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Tries to play it through. Rijkaard. Now it's Neymar. He's ended up in no man's land. Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Cruyff. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. It's a quick one. He's in plenty of space here. Tries to get it clear. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Worth a try, but not this time.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
Arsenal have their second corner now. He rises! And he has kept it out somehow.
Cruyff clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And this is Neymar. Neymar shapes to shoot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And he's done it again. He's got big header. And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
South Africa really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Looking for the run. Ronaldinho. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Pirlo gets across to it. Bebeto! He scores! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Number 17, Bebeto! Bebeto! Bebeto!
And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
A quick reminder today that smoking is only allowed in areas shown on this map. Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're underway. When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want. pass is intercepted. Oh, well measured. He's found a way through. Chance for a shot! He's scored! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Rijkaard. Roberto Carlos promptly onto that, and that is that. Del Piero. Neymar.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out at Maradona! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
That is very well defended. Now it's Mbappe. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Davids cuts it out. Beckenbauer. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0. Mbappe! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Maradona with the oh, what a climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Played out to the left flank. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance. And Messi! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Cafu. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, they've got it again. Bebeto. He's shifting through the... Shot, surely! Pass somewhat off target. He's having a hit! That's a lovely, neat pass. And they win it back again. And it's Davids. Spread neatly.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Lee Kang-in. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he's intervened well there. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He tries a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And he's gone looking for safety. Roberto Carlos.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
And that pass just didn't quite work. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass.
Chance!
South Africa are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no way through.
And a chance! And somehow it stayed out. Looking wide, not the most accurate pass. Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Del Piero, Lee Kang-in, Del Piero, he's had a shot! And And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Cleared away. South Africa are looking to go forward now. Now it's Messi. Roberto Carlos.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Lee Kang in. Del Piero really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Gerrard. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. There's the whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
South Africa merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
South Africa go in at half-time with a slender 1-goal lead. So we're just settling back into this second half. South Africa carrying a 1-goal lead. He's a sharp little ball here. Face to face with the keeper. And the shot! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application.
Has a shot! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful!
Well, what a restart this has been. A top player striking early. The perfect fillip to push on from what was a stunning finish.
Gorgeous! Just gorgeous!
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
South Africa take the lead. Now it's Lee Kang in. Looking for options for movement. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Long ball looking to counter. And they're back on the ball again. Ronaldinho is fouled. Now it's Bebeto. That has ended up in no man's land.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Nicely weighted ball. Ooh, perfectly measured that. Belletti. Ronaldinho. Bebeto. 60 minutes played. Aims beyond the defence.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Gerrard. Knocks it into space. That pass has been well intercepted. Nice looking ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Mbappe! And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Del Piero is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's got away. Roberto Carlos looking for a run-up. He's in plenty of space here, and he's picked it up out wide. Ronaldinho.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's in a... Can he finish? And it's hit the woodwork and out! Zanetti plays it in low. And that should get the job done.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
The ball's gone astray, and it's Maradona. Oh, nicely intercepted. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Great ball if he can get there. Messi chasing after it. Looks at tries from distance. And that would have been game, set and match.
Mbappe really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Now it's Lee Kang-in. Del Piero. Oh, that's fabulous. He's having a shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 9.
So, third corner of the game.
24. Neymar.
Shot!
Lasciano il campo per
Harmlessly behind.
il numero 27. Bojan Kurkic. Cambio di giocatori.
Nicely aimed pass. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Bojan. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a good ball.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Short changes him with that pass. Back into the middle. This could be their final throw of the dice. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Cafu gets it away.
Minuti di recupero.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Raul. Now it's Nakamura. Played back in. The whistle has gone and it is all over. South Africa pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Your final thoughts, Jim?
South Africa truly can look back on a job well done. Having gone ahead with that first attempt on goal, you could tell it really deflated the opposition, and that allowed them to impose themselves